Greetings, family and bloodlines. Thank you for stopping by. At this hour, at this time, most of our sisters are in churches being programmed. They should be with you if you're a decent man, assisting you in what projects you got going on. Because a decent man always got some things going on that's going to improve the community. That's where a good woman should be. So the pimp is stealing our women. Did I say pimp? I mean preacher. But there's not much difference. The pimp threatens with words, the preacher threatens with spirit damnation. And he's always emotional. Have you noticed that? You know why the preacher's always emotional? Because that's how you get the women's attention. They are emotional beings by nature. So no matter how much they can control it when they choose to, when they hear a man emotional, they think, oh, he really cares for me. Yeah, that's what they think. Because he's emotional, he really cares for them. That's what keeps the women coming to the churches. That's what Spirit telling me right now. And I'm passing on to you. Once they know their true worth, they won't find a need for that kind of a man anymore. Once they find their true worth, they won't feel a need to walk around with wigs on their hair, scantily clothes, feeding off the attention of other men. Once they know their value, they will shun the oppressor, as we tell you in Proverbs 3, Proverbs 3rd chapter, 31st verse. Envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Now I can tell you envy the oppressor because all your life you watched TV and you looked at his hair and you looked at yours or her hair. And you say, I want hair like that. Why do my hair have to be different than my oppressor? I want hair like I envy that hair because he makes it so beautiful. You can toss it around and it's so soft. And you can choose different colors. So when I get grown up, I'm going to get me a hair like that. That's pretty hair. So it's natural if you grew up watching images of you didn't see images of yourself. You saw enemy. I did not say enemy. Images of other women. Millions of times you saw these images of other women. And they didn't look like you. So there's a disconnect in your brain. That's why you wear wigs, the Spirit's telling me. Because you, in your mind, you just trying to fit in and look like everybody else. And your whole world is what you see on TV. And if you've been watching images for all your life, TV, do you know truth from reality? Do you know nothing there is real or what it portrays to be? That's where a man come in at. That's why women should have a man, not just any man, a spiritual man, because he will show you the spiritual insights of things that you just may not be able to see. Just like you can show him the intuitive things that he just may not be able to see. That makes you a balanced person. Because we all have male and female qualities within us. The reason why you need another person to magnify the opposite side of you. That make you balance, make you one. Just like the creator. We don't say, when we think, we don't say he. We don't say she. We say the creator. Now, we know the Bible is all about he and has him as a master gender. And we know that there's the Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost. But where's the mother of the Son? Where's the husband of the Father? They deliberately took you out of the picture, females. Why? Once you understand that, you know your value. How you going to talk about men and women, mankind without the woman? You lost your mind. I won't follow anything that teaches that, and neither should you. Islam not any different. It's so corrupted. The traditional Islam, they fantasize when you die, you're going to have all these virgins. What? What? Man, this religion is something. What godly man want to have a bunch of virgins? Isn't that the point of it? To be godly? Man, that's sick. So, brothers, put up with it. Your woman in church right now, she's not with you. She's going to come home arguing with you. Because she got the devil in church. Or she may just come home and ignore you. Don't say nothing to you. Because she got the devil in church. So we got to do better, community. And I'm speaking as an elder of the community, like in the picture, with the white on. He's the elder. He's teaching this man. He's got his fingers up. The man's a student because he's got his books in front of him. Check it. He's checking this old man, make sure what he's saying is in the books. That's intelligence. Matter of fact, the man told him to get them books and check my words. I wouldn't lie to you. And there's some Hebrew writings over that. You see that? I'm going to find out what that means. That's why I studied Hebrew, because to understand, most ancient language. I want to find out. I think it's. I don't know. I'm not going to even guess. But I do read the alphabet. Alif, Bet, Gamel, Dalet, Hey, Baal, Sin, Chet, Kaf, Lamet. Okay, let me say it for you. Alif, Bet, Gamel, Dalet, Zain, Chet, Tet, Lamet. Well, I didn't come here to say the alphabet for y'all. Learn them yourself. Well, that's all, y'all. That's all I want to talk about right now. Oh, those orbs. You see those orbs around the head of the student and the teacher? That's showing divine knowledge. And between them is another one with a feathered serpent, a creature, a bird. I won't say it's a bird. It's more like a stork. There can only be a symbol of divine love between them that caused them to be on one accord. So I hope I give some solutions to men today and the women today as an elder in the community. Build with each other. You can't build, in other words, how are you going to go outside of your home and build anything? Have church with your family if you're going to have church. How you can improve, how you can better your condition. That's church. Somebody just telling you what's going to happen when you die. That's negative programming because you're not talking about what to do when you're alive. Churches have changed a lot. You know that in my lifetime. Back in the 60s, because they used the church for movements, they weren't being a civil movement. They was able to do a lot. The church was able to do a lot to advance that movement, which I do not agree with. But that's another video. The point being, the powers that be said, "Oh, so they used the church to this." So Johnson said, President Johnson said, "We're gonna fix that. We're gonna make you a federal corporation, meaning you got to get a corporate status of C3, 501c3." And in that agreement, that contract, it says you cannot get into politics. You cannot help the people as a community. Yeah, you can't even help them individually. Same thing, these millionaires in our community, in their contract, they can't help you. That's part of their contract. That's why Oprah goes all the way to Africa and help found a girls' school. They allow her to do that. But to do something in America, when have you seen a millionaire do something really, really great in America, in our community? Made a deal with the devil. Can't do it. Well, that's my time for now. Until next time, peace and love. And go back and study what I say and go check it out. Check with the Bible, see if I told you anything untrue. If I did, come back and tell me about it. If you don't communicate, You've advocated. You've given up your rights. So you're in agreement with something. If I said something wrong and you don't correct me on it, then you agree with the wrong. Stay in the light. It guides you to your higher self.